Good morning. Welcome to another day of Bible Prophecy. My name is Prophet C. Brazil. I am a modern day prophet sent by God the Father to prepare the way for the return of Jesus the Christ. Today, I want to discuss various parts of words that Jesus spake when he was here upon the earth. And as he went back to his Father in heaven, he spoke again to let us know that he had indeed risen from the dead. And how we know that he had risen from the dead, he spoke concerning a familiar trademark that I discovered and many have read throughout Bible prophecy before the birth of Jesus Christ. And when the characteristics match the character, then we know this is the work of God, and these things are true. However, I want to speak concerning some of the things he said before he departed and was crucified and nailed to the cross. Jesus said, "Nothing, the world cannot come to the end unless all spoken of by the prophets of old be fulfilled." It wouldn't unless even if one jot does not become fulfilled, the world cannot end. These are the words of Jesus Christ. And only a God would know these things and boldly speak these things. Now, what I want to do is start today by going to Revelation chapter 4. But before I get to that part, I want to bring out various verses concerning us today as the United States is making ready to send troops over into Afghanistan at a truce. However, yesterday as I spoke concerning this matter, the war had been going on for 8 years. And we all walk around with our head in the sand as if we don't understand the significance and we don't know what's going on. But because we have fell slack in judgment and trying to understand the true facts, why is all of these things taking place, then they have to go Bible. And as they go Bible, then the Bible fulfills itself, and then judgment comes then. And when judgment comes upon us, then there's no hiding place, because we shut our ears and fail to hear, and we close our eyes that we see not the things that is happening before us. You know, I want to start this morning before I'm going to read a part here in Isaiah. I'm going to read two parts. But first I want to discuss something that troubled me in the year of 2007 during the presidency of former President George W. Bush the son. Well, as I had been watching the news of the year of 2006, I heard on the news that there was sectarian violence in the land of Iraq. This has something to do with today. And what was happening, people from 40 to 200 people a night for all of 2006 had been bound, tortured, and shot in the back of the head and dumped on the side of the street of Baghdad. But what it was, they alleged that these peoples were sectarian violence. Peoples was taking revenge. But the part was, this was not happening under the watch of Saddam Hussein on either side. Now, knowing that this could have been sinister marriages, but 2007 came and these things were still taking place in Iraq, even though this nation was invaded on false pretense. Well, President George W. Bush was making a statement, I believe, in September, around post 9/11 day of 2007, that following year. And he was making a statement concerning Iraq. He said, we have been killing 15 of the insurgents a month ever since January 2007, beginning of January. And I looked and I wondered, I said within my heart, do he know what he's really saying? God had put it on my heart, my mind reflect back to all the secretary of violence that was happening, and in this same land, and this same land is no bigger than Texas of the United States of America. Some give or take. Well, I said, but then, gosh, this can't be. I said, if you do the math, then you count from 40 to 200 people a night being bound and tortured and shot in the back of the head. This time consuming. They had to have a legit place where they could bound and torture these people and shoot them in the back of the head and dump them on the back of the streets. But yet no one was seeing this happen. No one was seeing this happen. Now, when President George W. Bush, at that time, alleged they was killing 1,500 a night, 1,500 a month for the 9 months of 2007, I said, that's a lot of people losing their lives. I said to myself, I made a recording of this. I said, when I lived on the country, we had mice smarter than that. I said, these people couldn't have built no weapon of mass destruction. These people was not capable of invading another country. How dumb are these people that they call them terrorists? I said, we had mice smarter than that. To be an insurgent means that you is an aggressor. That means that you are running out and you're just getting killed as you run out. The enemy getting you, beating you to the point, and you getting killed as you invade. Try your best to insurge. I said, we had mice smarter than that. How can this be? Or was these insurgents? Well, then I took and calibrated all of the year of 2006 up until that point, where all of these people was bound and being tortured and shot in the back of the head and dumped on the side of the street of Baghdad. You had to have a garbage truck to dump these many souls a night, but yet the insurgent, the soldiers killing these insurgents a night, was not seeing the Secretary of Violence. And the Secretary of Violence wasn't seeing the soldiers kill all these people. Nobody reporting this to each other. I said, something is not right. I said, how can this be? Because when you look at the situation and you see these things, all of these kills on night, and the only solution I could come through this part was when I go to Walmart on a discount Walmart sale, you got people so packed, people passing each other. I said, the people should have been the Secretary of Violence and the military, the Secretary of Violence killing all these people over here, and the military killing 1,500 a month over here. Somebody should be seeing somebody like a bunch of poor people at a discount Walmart sale. Well, all we have to do is lock these things in our memories. And think about this. We can't bury these things and just not look away. This year, after Barack Obama got to be president of the United States of America, there was this soldier who had reported something similar to what I just talked about. His country was bothering him. He said part of his comrade, they had taken some of them Iraqis and carried them down and made them turn around and shot them in the back of the head. He said he knew he shot 2 of them. They fell in the water, and the other man, they were screaming and crying for mercy, and these other soldiers shot them and went to kill them in cold blood. This is close to the explanation that I came up with